Mandy Rose has found her name back in WWE related headlines, so we'll see what's up there. We'll also check out what's new with the Mystery Men, AJ Lee, and more. Starting things off with this drama between Mandy Rose and Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton recently said on Smackdown that everyone should be putting some respect on her name now that she's the WWE Women's Champion. At first glance, it seems like a pretty normal thing to say. Something simple that wouldn't get you in any hot water with someone. But that surprisingly was not the case here. Mandy Rose's fans took that clip and they all sent it to Mandy for her to see. The reason why they sent it to Mandy was because Mandy was using the "put respect on my name" slogan several years back in NXT. So Mandy Rose responded to Tiffany Stratton's promo, accusing Tiffany of stealing that catchphrase from her. Mandy said not only were the words stolen, but she said that Tiffany said it in the same tone and manner that Mandy used to say it back in NXT. So Mandy's accusation there went viral amongst the community and had a lot of people talking about if Mandy truly had the rights to that slogan. Maybe Mandy did use it before Tiffany Stratton, but it's such a generic slogan that was used way before Mandy even used it. So to claim ownership to those words is a bit questionable. So it has fans wondering, how serious is Mandy about claiming ownership to that catchphrase? Is Mandy Rose seriously bothered and frustrated with Tiffany Stratton, or is everyone being worked here and Mandy's just lightly keeping her name around WWE's top stars for a potential return? It was only a few days before the Mandy and Tiffany situation jumped off that Mandy was discussing how she felt like she had unfinished business inside the wrestling ring, but was still unsure about what the future held. So to hear that she's interested in a return to the ring, and then to start this situation up with Tiffany Stratton, fans are wondering if this could be part of the plan. The other big topic here is Tiffany Stratton's response to Mandy Rose. That's something that fans are waiting for. Mandy's remarks about the matter went viral everywhere online. Tiffany had to come across it at some point. So some fans are interested to see how Tiffany Stratton fires back. As of right now, there's no tweets or no Instagram stories from Tiffany addressing the matter, but fans are interested to see if Tiffany Stratton could respond on WWE television by simply using the slogan again. It's simple but effective. It got under Mandy's skin the first time, so if Tiffany wants to lightly jab back, doing it again is definitely an option. Mandy had one of the strangest WWE goodbyes that anyone has seen in quite some time. She has a historic title reign and run in NXT, drastically improved her character and ring abilities. Everyone thinks she's bound to have a great main roster run once she's wrapped up with NXT again, but was released after an abrupt end to her title reign. So seeing that new version of Mandy Rose on the main roster was something no one ever got to see. So if Mandy wants to return one day and settle those issues with Tiffany Stratton in the ring, everyone would surely be down for that interaction. CM Punk just got some buzz and conversation going for a WWE return from his wife, AJ Lee. Buzz for AJ's return has lightly been around ever since Punk stepped foot back on WWE television in 2023. The return hype for AJ probably peaked in 2024 during Punk and Drew McIntyre's feud. That was a story that was revolving around a fan bracelet that had AJ's name on it. So fans had a little bit of hope that AJ would make a brief cameo appearance during that feud for some small role, but that unfortunately never happened. Now with the Royal Rumble, fans are just automatically programmed to talk about all these big returns happening at the event. It's a yearly tradition to dream big and hope to see all these crazy and different WWE returns, and AJ Lee is certainly part of the fan conversation for the Royal Rumble. Jackie Redmond recently went around Raw backstage for a video on her Instagram page, in which she asked superstars about the big returns they would like to see during both the Royal Rumble matches. When she asked CM Punk about the big return he would like to see in the Women's Royal Rumble, Punk said that he had a big women's return in mind, but how he's not going to say it because he doesn't want to get in trouble. Of course, hearing those words come out of CM Punk's mouth, everyone instantly assumes he's referring to AJ Lee's return to the ring. It's a return that would be very exciting, but obviously he would get in trouble for saying and putting it out there. So although that definitely seemed to be the return Punk was hinting at, We can't forget that Punk loves to troll as well. So when AJ does not appear at the Royal Rumble, but another women's return does take place, Punk can just say that that was the women's return he was referring to. Definitely can't believe every word that comes out of CM Punk's mouth at all. So a Royal Rumble return may be unlikely for AJ Lee, but fans are still holding out hope to see her sometime on WWE television, even if it's an appearance as CM Punk's +1 for the Hall of Fame ceremony. Fans would settle even for that at this point. They're that desperate for any WWE-related appearance like that from her. This April will mark 10 years since AJ's last appeared on WWE television in any way. So hopefully that's a streak that ends soon. Now let's get into the brief but pretty significant update for the Dominik and Chad Gable Mystery Man storyline. After struggling to defeat Penta, Chad Gable went to Dominik Mysterio and asked him to connect with someone that could teach him all about the lucha libre styles of wrestling. Dominik gave Chad Gable someone's name and phone number, but we, the audience, don't know whose name or number was on that piece of paper. Only Dominik and Chad know who's on that piece of paper at this moment in time. But this week's edition of Raw dropped another big clue about the man's identity. Chad Gable comes to see Dominik Mysterio and asks him again if he's sure that this guy will help fix his problem. Gable noted that he looked up to this guy's address and it was a very long way for him to travel. So that line right there is probably the biggest context clue of this segment. Chad Gable makes it sound like this individual does not live in the United States, and he will have to travel somewhere out of the country, very far away, to meet this man at his address. So before Gable takes that long trip, he wants to make sure that Dominik is really sure about this guy, which Dominik assures him that this is the guy that's going to surely help Chad Gable. That was all Chad Gable had to hear, and he was sold. He said he was going to go see this guy sometime soon. As far as the rumors for who this mysterious individual is, reports all seem to have no solid clue at the moment. It's obviously seeming like they're building up to a big reveal for this person that Dominik has connected Chad Gable with. So hopefully more clues continue to roll in for this mystery man and who he truly is. Speaking of mystery teasers, there's another one going on right now in NXT. The January 28th edition of NXT ended with something pretty exciting. As NXT was going off the air, the broadcast went into a color bar screen that read WWE Transmission. Fans thought it must be an actual production error, but then someone backspaces the text and replaces it with Vengeance Day, which is an upcoming NXT event on February 15th. So whoever this individual is, they're showing up in just a few weeks for this event. A lot of fans are breaking into lots of theories for who's behind this teaser. Some are saying Jordan Grace, others believe it's the Hardy Boys coming over to NXT. Some fans are even wondering if it's the Wyatt Six related. Obviously, whoever this individual is apparently had the power to hack the WWE broadcast and deliver their message. The Wyatt Six have showcased their ability to hijack programming plenty of times over the last few months. So that hijacking aspect of it perfectly fits their characteristics. Maybe the individual has nothing to do with a hacking character trait. Maybe that's just how they decided to handle the teaser. Either way, it has fans extremely excited for the reveal. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.